Hello Dominant Heron, I'm Kreutz, and in today's raid video, I'm going to be giving a quick post-CvC update. I had wanted to do a more in-depth video going over how to maximize points for CvC, but unfortunately I was under the weather the past couple of days and it was all I could do just to get my CvC points. So I'm going to be playing a quick clip that I made the other day before CvC rewards disappeared, and then go over what I've been doing today on Friday for the Summon Rush and Champion Training Tournament. So I'm going to be popping off the video for this clip. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to finish on 402,000 points, and as we won the CvC, which is great, and got our final milestone for Tier 5, and I got my final milestone for my personal records rewards, which was great. Alright, in my champions, you can see Artak ran him about 1,000 gems worth in Minotaur. He had been booked in a previous CvC. And then I also am showing that I went ahead and pulled Cronam, which I will address a little bit later. But he was a good 30,000 points. And then in the Forge, I rolled up all the lethal that I had, which I think was about 70 or 80 pieces. And then in Perception and Resilience, I rolled 400 each because I was capped out at 1,000 each. So that was a lot of good points and silver made there. Then we've popped over into Excel. You can see in my spent column, spent quite a few books. During CvC, I spent 18 rares, 49 epics, and 20 legendaries. And I try to never spend more than I gain in a month. So you can see right about those numbers, so that I never start to go into a deficit, because I want to have a sustainable and consistent output of points. Alright, so today is now Friday the 23rd. The Summon Rush for the Greathoof Loriaca fragment is started, and I've decided to go ahead and get just the fragments for the champion. I've decided to rationalize it by looking at it as, if I do the 2,000 with mystery shards, it's a guaranteed legendary event for 3 sacreds, which I'm okay with that. I'm not going to go for the 6,900 because I already pulled earlier in the month 11 sacreds to get the max rewards from the Gallant Deck of Fate, which ended up being really good return on my investment, because I was able to get one of the top tier 3. I got an extra legendary book out of that, so I ended up getting 3 legendary books plus all those coins and whatnot that came as surplus. So pretty happy with the investment I made. I'm not going to go for the 6,900 because I'm only pulling in between 10 and like around 10 to 14 sacreds a month. And with that 11 spent on the Gallant Deck of Fates, I don't want to exceed my average income in expenditure. So I'm going to go ahead and be maxing this out, but getting the fragments for Loriaca. So you can see I already have 80 of her fragments. So all I really need to do is max out the Summon Rush. I don't have to go for the Artifact Enhancement event, which they've inflated the price of, which is not great, but I also have plenty of silver to do it, and I do need to weed out more equipment so I can, oh yeah, I forgot to collect all this. CvC rewards. So lovely. That's pretty satisfying. All right, I'm glad we won. Oh yeah, that's reminds me. So I had said in a previous video that I liked to save my fragment champions for champion chase for fusions. The reason I decided to go ahead and pull Cronam for CvC was because it was about half an hour left in CvC, and we were, as a clan, were up 1,000,000 points on our opponents. So I decided, being I still had, I think it was probably around 70,000 points that I still had to make up. So I decided that pulling Cronam and booking him was worth it to get that final Sacred and 2 Voids, since the win and those personal rewards were all but guaranteed if I hit that benchmark. So I decided to go ahead and go for that. The energy I'd already pulled out of my inbox to start the champion training. It's the second day of it, and I've already hit 9,320 points. I was doing a lot of campaign farming up until about 8,500 points, and then decided to go back into Minotaur to start working on. Who was I working on? Oh, for the Faction Wars that's opening up this next month. I'm working on Miss Rider Dahi, and then I'm working on my second Husk, which the RTAC that I ran through Minnow for CvC ended up paying off huge, because I got my personal best on Brutal, 56.35 million, which I was overjoyed. Before that, I had just barely one keyed it, so this was awesome. I mean, he put up 21.3 mil, out damaging Husk by 6. Pretty good. So that is the state of my account at the moment. Sorry I couldn't give a more in-depth video or better production value, or more time in Excel, the best place on earth, but such is life. Like I said, I was sick. Maybe next CvC will be better, hopefully. Although, I don't know, we'll probably lose. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'll go ahead and end the video there. Thank you for watching until the end. Consider doing the YouTube things. Have a great day. Cheers. The video is over. This is the end screen. You can go now. Bye.